Right, looks like we're live. All right, and we started. So we're starting with Tyus with no Jalen, as well as Tristan, since there's no Franz. So Franz won't be playing today, so it's good to know. Desmond Bain, first shot of the year. First shot. Ooh, we'll see about Bam. Hey, there you go. They're trying to be much faster. Desmond, another shot. Missed that one. Ooh, we got a fast-paced game. All right. If this, let's see. All right, Tristan has the ball out to Wendell at the top of the key. Desmond gets it out to Wendell. Wendell misses. Desmond gets an offensive rebound. That's good. Touches the paint. Whoop. Yikes. They're going to go travel before Wendell got decked. It was a good fake. Already, poor Wendell. Wendell's had a healthy season, a healthy off season this whole entire time, and now he's gonna end up on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully he's not healthy. Hopefully he doesn't end up getting out injured. Yeah. He moved his feet. Definitely moved his feet. But then of course he did get hit. Yeah, we don't want him to be out injured at all. There you go. Oh, missed out. Jovic out. Overthrow. Get the ball out to looks like Powell. Oh, it's Wiggins. Wiggins hit a nice three. Yeah, the screen always is a little bit ahead of the feed. They get that information early. Paolo, first touch of the game, little fadeaway jumper, misses that one. Offensive rebound to Tyus. Tyus corner three, gets that one. Yeah, exactly. He's an incredible corner 3-point shooter. Tyus is. Jovic misses three, offensive rebound. They're gonna call a foul. So 5-3, Miami up. Tyus, Tyus is gonna be a godsend from the corner. Like that's gonna be the thing that he excels at so much. It was surprising. There's not that many people start the game. It could be a little bit of island time, as we know. So Bam hits both free throws. Ooh, Paolo, nice move, nice spin move in the lane. Hits the layup with his left and one. There you go. Hits that free throw. 7-6. Whoop. What happened here? Ooh, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Back to the Magic. 9:25 left in the first. We were able to get to 41 wins last year. Think about where we were last year after such a horrible start with Paulo going down so early and then Franz going out. It's disappointing because there was a lot of games we left on the table, but still, to win 41 games after the season we had, Tristan pushes in, gets that basket. Magic's first lead of the game, 8-7. Tristan is going to be big this year. Oh, Paolo with a block on Wiggins. Paolo's leading the break. Out to Tristan, out to Desmond, back to Tyus. 403. Way almost. Nice pump fake. Bain. Oh, they call it travel. It was gonna be an and one. He got smacked. Yeah. They're playing fast. They're paced. Jovic for three. Missed it. Wendell with the rebound. Out to Paulo. Let me change this over to the player stats. Yeah, that was a turnover by Tyus. We can't talk about it like he talked about in media day. Ooh, that's a nice blow by. But he messed that up, Paul. Yeah. We are playing we're playing way faster with Tyus and Bain, and this is what I'm saying. I think we should start Tyus even when Jalen's back. Like I appreciate everything and I understand I understand who Jalen is. Jalen is the heart of the team. I released the his player profile this year saying now he's the heart of the team, but we got to keep him healthy, man. And it's gonna be a long season. That's why I kind of worry that I feel we should start Tyus because I think it'll help our offense in the long run. Paolo's gonna be back at the free throw line. You see, ooh, another magic fast break. Hey, watch out. Anytime anybody hits the ground right now, I'm like, oh, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt, especially so early on. But Bane playing fast, huh? Missed shot and they just sprint back. Sorry, I was still prepping some things, but I think we're good now. I'll be able to focus a bit more. So 7:32 left in the first. Magic up 10-7. Bane at the free throw line. That's not something that he does very often. Like he's not. He's likely not going to be leading the team in free throws this year. And he's going to hit his second free throw. Nice. If there's anybody out there that feels that is a little bit older and remembers the running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Maurice Jones-Drew, I think of Bane like that. Ooh, nice shot by Powell over Bane. Nice three. The reason I say that is I think to watch him bounce off of guys because he doesn't have the longest arms, as we know, he's jacked. But because he doesn't have such long arms, it's always interesting to watch the way he's able to still get shots off of other guys. And a lot of times you see him like a little bowling ball and bounce into the defender and be able to still get the and one. Paulo over on the baseline out to Tristan. Tristan pump fakes. Fakes. Nice little move there. Nice. He kept his pivot foot down, made a nice little spin move, and in the paint, did a scoop shot. Super patient. Tristan's going to be good this year. Like, that's the exciting bit this year. Tristan is going to be good. Bam. Oh, they're going to call a foul. It looked like on the dig. Looked like somebody got Bam. Timeout. Oof, I'm forgetting now the way the way NBA basketball is versus Eurobasket. There's gonna be a lot more breaks, so I might as well just buckle up. So yeah, I would say it's not a bad thing to give Franz some more rest because he's been playing for so long. I'm surprised that we have Tristan playing, but I'm guessing Tristan might be a bit fresher. I guess so. Obviously, there might be something that Franz is has been kind of working through. So that's good to see that he needs the rest. The Magic aren't going to play again for a little bit, so it's all good if he takes his time and doesn't rush back. It's not something that we need him to be back anytime soon. We got a whole month, and he's in basketball shape. It's not like some of these guys that got to kind of get some run in. So hopefully they don't have too. They hopefully they don't have him. They don't have Tristan on their out there too long because we want him to be able to rest as well since he had summer league plus Eurobasket. So he was out there pretty much the whole entire time, right? So we got to make sure that he is resting and getting ready for the year. Let's get this even. We're still working through some things. As I mentioned in the pregame, we're still figuring some things out. We're learning on the fly. This channel is very, very, very new, so I'm trying to do some new things. So yeah. So with Desmond Bain, I think it's like I don't want to call him what did they used to call Maurice Jones-Drew, muscle hamster or something like that. That's what he kind of feels like to me. I ain't gonna call him that, of course. A lot of people are calling him DB3. I get that, but for me, he's gonna be more 3DB is what I'm gonna call him because he's to me he's gonna be the best shooter that we've had on the Magic. Not not since Dennis Scott necessarily. We've had good shooters, so I'm not going to throw shade on anybody like that. But I think his impact is going to be probably as much as Dennis Scott's. So Bam misses the first. Exactly. I feel the same. They're talking about him starting. They're talking about bringing Desmond in, how what he means. Paulo in the corner. I love that. He missed it. He missed a three, but it's nice that I like Paulo in the corner there. Get easy shots. That's I think that's what I've been talking about. If you've been watching my videos, that's all I talk about is the fact that the Magic don't get easy shots or haven't really been able to get easy shots for guys like Paulo. I think the Miami Heat probably were surprised that he was back there. They were looking out like, oh, where's Paulo? Because that's not some place that he normally is. He's not normally up and in the corner, and that's again something that we need to do. He needs to get better at shooting those corner threes because it's just going to help his efficiency. It's going to help his 3 point numbers, and it's going to then help his true shooting, which is going to help his scoring. It's going to help everything. It all just kind of interlocks, right? Oh, we have a line change like in hockey. All five starters out. Now we're bringing in all the guys. So Jace on the court. He is the second free throw, 14-13. So we got Ji, Goga, Jace, Jet, and I can't see who the other person is. So there's Jace, brings it out to JI. JI ready to set a pick. He rolls. Oh, AB. That's who the other one is. AB turns right into Wiggins and turns the ball over. Powell, alley oop to Jovic, I think. Yeah. Yeah, they're getting out and running. Just 15-14 Miami. That's the thing AB is going to have to get better at this year. AB has to be able to hold on to the ball. Jace has got that feel. He misses it, gets an offensive rebound. Jace is going to be good. This might be not his gap year. I think he's going to learn a lot. I don't think he's going to get that much playing time. Ooh, Jet hits a nice three over on the right wing. But Jace has got really good, really good feel around the basket, feel for his shot. So I think he's probably amped right now. So if it doesn't go so well in this game, I think that's basically what's gonna be the reason. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the fun part to watch Jace. I hope he's going to be able to get some playing time or earn some playing time because nobody should just get playing time. I mentioned it in a couple videos, like Jet, let's say. Like I feel Jet hopefully will be with the team throughout the season. But if it doesn't work out just because of multitude of reasons, then hopefully he gets to a place where he's going to be able to earn that trust from that team and be able to really hit the ground running and really hit his potential. Because I think Jet has the shot. I think Jet can be very good. I think Jet was what they were hoping that, or Desmond is what I think they were hoping Jet was going to be. Just someone who'd be a volume 3 point shooter and be able to hit a high percentage. Jet takes the ball on a black drive. Goga offensive rebound. Get it, Goga. Let's see what we get out of Goga this year. But yeah, I think that's what they were hoping from Jet, and it just hasn't happened at the high clip that they needed. So, but he hit a nice three here. So it's 17-17 all, 5:05 left in the first. Whew, I'm forgetting about how slow the basketball is in the NBA sometimes. I get see, I'm getting back into NBA rhythm as well, right? But we gotta hope AB is able to hold on to the ball. We gotta hope that that Jet's able to hit them shot. If all that happens on our bench, that's just going to be super beneficial. Man, AB got smacked up as he went across the lane. So that puts Miami is over the limit. So now we're going to be shooting free throws. This is the first free throw. Jace. I think Jace is gonna have a good year if he's able to get on the court due to injury, which we don't want. No injuries, maybe for rest. Then I really think that that Jace is gonna be someone is gonna be like a sneaky good backup guard. I almost see him being more of a backup. Ooh, big rebound by Ji. I see him being more of a backup shooting guard, just a small shooting guard, but still a good shooting guard. You can have AB be the main ball handler. Good defense on that one. Good fight by Jet. Good fight by Jet. Jet kind of got stripped down low, but was still able to fight for the ball, keep it, and keep possession. Well, at least it's a jump ball. Yeah, that was a nice rebound by Ji and Goga. Hopefully, we're able to have more Eurobasket Goga. He's able to launch a couple threes. I know that's been a bit of a discussion in the Magic media, just because he shot what 10% last year, so it makes sense that there's questions about it. But for him to be able to hit that more frequently, hit more than just what three or four the whole time, and that was it the whole season. He hit way more than that just in the few games that he played at Eurobasket. So if he's able to hit more threes, and it's gonna be real hard to keep him off the court, even when Mo comes back. Jace to Goga. Jet turns the corner. Back to Jace. Just launch, Jace. You got this. Up over to Goga in the corner. 5 seconds left. Up. He takes it instead of taking the three. He does a spin move and is stripped. Fontecchio got him on that one. To Where tried to turn around. Goga gets the rebound. AB drives. That's what we want. The aggression. Just drive, bro. Just drive. That's all that matters. Just keep driving. You go, AB. Just drive. Just get it. Nice. Nice. I love the aggression. Again, another foul. Get to that line. If all of a sudden AB jumps up in his free throw percentage, or not percentage, his free throw rate, is just going to end up being a huge benefit for the Magic. And again, I think he'd be like a young candidate for six man of the year, but if that's where it is, that's what it is. If he plays so well that that's what happens, and that's what happens. All right, 1 out of 2 again for AB. So 19-17, Magic lead. Good D, Goga. They would try to do a pick and roll, and Goga jumped it. They still retain possession though. They shoot the three over Jet, and they get it. Drew Smith. So AB back to Jace. That'd be such a cool little backcourt. Goga's spinning again. Ooh, Jet. You know, Jet's gonna be able to back has black as it. Ooh, good D. That was good D by Miami. A little too much dribbling for us. Another timeout. Yeah, we shall see. But yeah, I think it's going to be. Everybody's talking about who our X factor is this year. I think we're going to have multiple X factors. To be honest, we've got a lot of potential off the bench. It's really going to be a Tristan and AB battle to see who's going to be our X factor. I know some people also. I think it was Desmond that mentioned that Wendell is going to be the X factor as well for the team. Yeah, obviously we're going to have multiple X factors. We're going to have multiple guys that are going to need to really excel for us to be able to succeed. But I think that's going to be the thing that we're going to have to juggle a little bit is going to be with what Tristan and AB are going to be able to provide. And if you want to talk about X factor or anything that'll come out of nowhere, it might just end up being Jace is going to come out of nowhere and be something that's really going to someone that's going to be very helpful for the team. Unlikely. I don't really see Jace getting on the court too much. Hopefully, as long as everybody stays healthy, then hopefully that's going to be the case. But I think he would contribute. He's going to be one of those guys that hopefully he earns it on the defensive end. But if he's able to get playing time, maybe not this year, but if next year that's when he really starts to have a greater impact on the team, then I really see Jace really doing some good things for us. But it's really AB's time, AB and Tristan's time. Tristan's a bit older, right? Like kind of like how Bane kind of came out and was pretty good pretty soon. I think being the older rookies, you're more mature physically. That hopefully your game is already able to also develop at a much quicker pace while you're still young in the NBA, because there's guys like AB who AB is in his third year now and he's still 21 years old. So it's one of those that we expect a lot from AB, But then if you really think about it, he's a 21-year-old man. What were you doing when you were 21? When I was 21, what was I doing in 21? I was still in university, but I was like, what, in year three of university, and it took me a while to graduate just because I didn't really, really, uh, what is it, commit myself to it necessarily. But man, 21 to be doing all this and to be someone that a lot of people are talking about on different podcasts to be an X factor for this team. That he just needs to get better. He has to definitely get better as in turning the ball over less. I think that to me is the biggest thing. The aggression while being able to keep the ball. That's why I hope they used to have the Olajuwon camp for all the centers. I hope everybody's going to the Tyus Jones camp right now, and everyone just listening to Tyus on when to make the right play, on when to just kind of pass the ball in a nice, simple manner instead of trying to do the home run play and get going over the top to a different guy. I don't see that. That's not really what's going to be beneficial for this team. They just got to not turn the ball over. And that's what I said. When you see Desmond Bain's player profile, when that comes out, I think in a couple days, you're going to see that a lot of his plays are simple. They're simple. They're the right plays though, and because of the right plays, they end up becoming assists, and that's all you need really. And that's why Tyus always is leading the league in assist turnover ratio because that's what it is. It's the simple play. You don't got to do anything crazy. We just got to get our guys to be more calm and just make the right play. All right, Fontecchio at the free throw line makes both. So it's 22-19. Heat lead. Jace coming up past past the past the half court. So I just realized I'm looking at the court and it's the Heat's court. Nice pass. Why'd you do so quickly? Jace made a nice pass to AB, and for whatever reason, AB took it as if he needed, there was zero point 0.1 seconds left on the clock and just threw it up instead of just making the nice simple read. And this is what I mean. We gotta be calm. We don't gotta go crazy. AB back to Jace. Jace, good penetration, a little short with his little fadeaway in the lane. Jace is 0 for 2 right now. Little alley oop, missed it. Good job in coming back. Jet looked like he had a nice strip on where, but it looks like he ended up getting him on the hand. That's what Jet's gonna need. Jet's gonna need to play defense. Jet's gonna need to be able to at least be impactful in one way or another. Defensively is not gonna be it. I would suspect. I think he's gonna obviously be more likely to be hitting threes. Khalil makes the first, but if it is by playing lockdown defense instead of shooting, hey, whatever. All right, it's 25-19. Miami leads. Ooh, Goga. Should have launched it. Offensive foul on Goga on the screen for Jace. He should have taken that shot. This is what I keep saying. That's the type of shot that Goga in Eurobasket, he was getting it at the top of the key and just shooting that three. So I know he mentioned that he's always confident. It just wasn't there. Another make for Miami, 27-19. Boom, Jet, nice. He attacked. He was out in the corner, attacked the closeout, and dunked the ball. Jace does a good job of staying down on Thompson's fake. Another 2-point basket though for Miami. Jace over to Ji. Ji in the midi misses it. If we're looking at the offense so far after one corner, Good job, Jace. Jace jumps in front of the offensive player as he was driving and was able to take that charge. I'm telling you, man, Jace has got something about him. But Noah does too. So I think we have a good set of rookies. I think on the team, they're really going to make an impact. If it's not this year, they're going to be key cogs for years to come. But if you're looking at our offense, 21 points through the first quarter, this feels way too familiar. There's a lot of missed shots. Now we did play faster, just a lot of little missed shots. Black took and took a three that was quicker, just wasn't he wasn't his feet weren't set. Nothing about him was set. Out to Jed Howard, feet set. He missed that three. 13 seconds left. Oop. AB, good defense. 2 seconds, 1 second. Nah, all right. It's in the end. End of the first. 29-21, Miami. Again, just like I said in the pregame, we gotta relax about the preseason. It's just the preseason. We really shouldn't get too amped up, too upset about the preseason. But it's still not great that we are only scoring 21 points in a quarter still. That's not great. That definitely is not what you want. So after one quarter, Paulo's been Paulo. So he's been the one that if we look at, he's had 5 points for Paulo. Oh, they have the countries in this website. Sorry, I was looking. I was looking at the recap here with the player stats and which country they're in. Anyway, Paulo was 7 points, 2 rebounds on 1 of 4 shooting, a couple free throws, 0 for 2 from three. So I think that's gonna not be his year. Like he's gonna be more efficient from the field. But I think that's gonna be the theme. Paulo's gonna be our engine. He's gonna be the one to still be the leading scorer on the team. To recap, who else we got? Jet with 5 points, 1 of 2 from three. Tristan, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 2 from the field. Tyus Jones hit that corner three, so he's 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 of 1 from three, and that's it basically. Well, AB's got 2 free throws as well, but 21 points. The good thing about the offense that we've seen, much more fast paced, so we were able to get out and run with our starters. Our bench didn't really get out as much as our starters did, so that's interesting, especially with the young guys we got on the bench. So it's a bit surprising, but hey, we came out running, which was great. And then the other positive I feel is that Tyus, I feel, was really Tyus and Desmond were both very active in making sure that they put their imprint on, which is what you want. You definitely want the Magic to be. You want them to feel super integrated into everything, and they ended up shooting a few more corner threes. So I think that's another positive to take away from that quarter. So even though not the high scoring quarter for us, I think there were a lot of positive takeaways. Right off the bat, foul called. Magic starters are all back on the court for the start of the second here. No, our second unit, which is going to be our Achilles heel a bit, right? Our second unit didn't come out and play very well. Like I like the aggression by Jace. Jace did a good job of really getting in the lane, of really pushing it a bit, moving the ball. So I think that was a positive from our bench. Jace, the rest of them weren't great. A little too many turnovers, making the game too difficult. Again, just always end up they were turning into players. They were dribbling freely. They were just it just didn't feel second nature. It's the first game, so hopefully they're just getting themselves back into rhythm. But it felt again a little too one on one instead of passing the ball around. They need to pass the ball around. All right, Tristan wins the ball out to Desmond. Desmond to Paulo to Tyus. It's a big bunch up of players. Here we go. Tristan comes out, but we're already at 11, and we're just now starting our offense. To Paulo, 7 left on the clock, posting up. Ugh, it turns the ball over. That felt a little too much like Magic from last year. We're hoping for more free flowing, so we'll see. Like that play, they got the play started way too late. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Paulo, 6 7 seconds left. Instead of being aggressive and trying to take it himself, he ended up passing it, and he just passed it directly to the defender. So it's a clear path foul. Jaquez Jr. gets that free throw and misses it. Hey, makes the second. There you go. On defense, Tyus picks up Jaquez. Paolo's been more active defensively, which has been great to see. If he's going to be a two-way force as well, Wendell got that block to Paolo. Misses that layup in transition. Converting, that's what they talked about. We got a block on defense. We don't convert on offense. Miami comes back down quickly. Carter did a great job of verticality. Remember that word? He just goes straight up, and the defender fell down, but no foul call because he just stood up straight up, jumped in the air. That was nice. Tyus Paulo gets Paulo gets pulled by Norman Powell. You got to watch his shoulder socket on that one because Paulo was posting him up. So we already see a concerted effort to start getting Paulo on the block more. That's good. We just got to convert on the other end. Nice defensive play by Wendell. And everybody did their job there, other than Paulo didn't finish. That's the only bit. So it's 30-21. Miami still leads by 9. Tristan just throws the ball out of bounds, trying to get Paulo the ball in the post. It's another turnover. That's the thing we need to be better at this year. 3-point shot in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins. So Tyus over to Paolo. Paolo one on Jovic. Just goes, takes it in, misses the layup, but Wendell's there to clean it up. 33-23. Jovic goes against Paolo. Paolo ain't not having any of that. Over to Wiggins. Hawkins Jr. was posting up Tyus. So, like I mentioned, it's Tyus is just a smaller guy, and it is what it is. But he does compete, which is really all that matters in defense. Knowing where you're going to be, being in the right spot, and the scheme that the Magic will put together. But it's not going to be something. Yeah, another good defensive play by Wendell. He gets the strip. Tyus to Desmond. Desmond attacks and lays it in. Nice. faster, converting. Good defense, and they converted in a fast pace. Good job by Bam. Switch on Paulo. Bam versus Paulo. Paulo played him well. He misses it. Then it looks like they're on the run. Bane over the corner to Tristan. Hit that three, Tristan. That's what I'm talking about, Tristan. Tristan is going to be good this year. Mark my words, Tristan's going to be good. Nice 3-on-2 fast break. It looked like Desmond was going to take that three. Like he was in the center of the court. And if, again, when you watch my player profile, Desmond is not shy. He'll go and he's just going to launch. He gets the ball. Once he gets past half court, like he's ready to shoot. But in this time, he gave the ball up to Tristan, who was running alongside him on the baseline or on the corner. Wiggins gets the basket on the other end. But they're going up fast. Tristan gets was sprinting up. It was good transition defense by Miami. Wendell hits that three. There we go. Offense is starting to click. Wendell hits that three from the top of the key. Good defense. All right, well, not bad. Norman Powell gets that layup. Oh, we already shot a three on the other end. I didn't even the camera hadn't even gone all the way over, and Tyus already launched it. He misses that three. Everybody's getting up and down. Miami straight up, and they ended up scoring. It's back to an 8-point lead. You know what I'm liking a little bit as well? I like that Paulo isn't always getting the ball. Before, it always felt like he had to get the ball, otherwise nothing was going to happen. Tristan missed that three from top of the key. That's something that he needs to improve on. I talked about it in his player profile. Hey, Tyus Jones, another foul. Tristan's leading the Magic with 7 points. 1 of 6 start for Paulo. Oh, is Tristan back to the bench. Black comes in to replace him. Rejected by Paulo. Paulo's locked in on defense. That's incredible. Nice help position by Paulo. Paulo helped really great on that. It was a bit of a blow by Jaquez on Tyus, and Paulo was there to block his shot. Good contest by Paulo. It's all good. If they hit the shot, they hit the shot. But it was a good contest on that three. So Jovic hit that three. Desmond right back with his three, and he hit it. An 11 point, or is it eight? Back to an 8 point lead. AB, I guess, is the small forward right now with this lineup that we have. So no, that's the versatility of the Magic, and that's why somebody like AB has the ability and the opportunity to be able to be a sixth man of the year because he's versatile. He's going to be able to be on any lineup really. It's just going to be helpful if he can hit that three. But right now on the court, we've got two knockdown shooters, and then we've got you never know with Wendell or Paolo going to be able to bring this year. All right, back ball in, ball around. Jovic out to whoever their guy is who hits that three. Oh, that was Hawkins Jr. Desmond right back, bumped, but still gets his shot to go in. Oh, I love this pace by the Magic. Oh, Jovic airballs a three, but in the end, looks like he was fouled apparently by Paolo. All right, hits all three free throws. 12-point lead for Miami. 48 points with 6 or 7 minutes left. Basically, that's not Magic basketball. But again, we're just working out the kinks in this first game here. Hey, the ball movement. I like the ball movement. So they kind of work the ball around. Paolo, nice drive, gets that finish. 2 points for Paolo. Now they missed the three by Powell. They get the ball back. Miami does. Wiggins tries to drive past Paolo. Step back for Wiggins, misses it. Paolo's got the ball, running up the court. It's about to spin, almost spun right into a player. Nice ball movement. Tyus is gonna do a nice little mm, try to do a nice little floater, missed it. They try to give the ball back to Carter. Nice. So Tyus did a nice little floater in the lane, missed it. Wendell grabbed that board, got it back out to Desmond. Desmond rewarded the big guy for the effort. Got him an and one. So still an 8-point lead for the Magic. Or sorry, 8-point lead for the Heat. 48-40. Yeah, I'm loving it. I really enjoyed the pace this second quarter. The second quarter, we already have what 19 points in 6 7 minutes. That's what we should be doing. It shouldn't be we shouldn't be scoring only 21 points in 12 minutes, right? This is definitely something that we brought in these guys. But as you see, Desmond, Tyus, they're bringing the pace. They're bringing the pace. That's the thing that they're doing the best. That's what's real good about them. That's what they've been bringing so far. So that's really all we're going to be able to ask from them, and that's all we need to ask from them. There shouldn't be anything more. I think that's the other takeaways from this game for me right now is way too many turnovers from our young guys. Tristan threw the ball away, trying to get Paolo the ball in on the block. I think that's going to be it's the little things. That's really what it is. And if the Magic are going to looking to be championship contenders, it's going to be those little things that they need to make sure to be able to clean up because we can't be turning the ball as simple plays like that. Just trying to get the ball into the post. It just immediately just shows that it may not be our night and just something that we need to be able to clean up, which is great. I think that's what's going to be good for the coaching staff because now they're going to be able to be like, all right, these are the things that we need to work on because they've just been playing against each other and they haven't really been in that real of a setting that now they're going to be able to have film. They're going to be able to look at the game. They're going to be able to talk about what the Magic did and didn't do. That I think that's going to be beneficial for the team. Carter hits that free throw, 3-point play. Wendell's played well. Yeah, that's what we like. Another foul. That's the negative that we can see so far from the Magic. It's just so many fouls. which is just what they did last year. That's not something that we can really be upset that the Magic are giving up, or that something happened that they're not calling it right. It's just something that we do apparently. This is what the Magic do. Yeah, we're an aggressive defense, but we gotta not foul as much. Desmond in the corner drives Wendell. Another shot from the corner there, but missed it. Jovic, they're running back. Adebayo skipped past Wendell. Wendell tried not to foul, which he didn't, it looked like. Jaquez from the corner misses that three. Desmond with the ball. Yep. Just like what Desmond does. He had a rebound. He took it quickly. Jovic thought he was going to get an easy one on the other end, and Powell with another block. Paulo playing that defense, man. We always knew. Maybe the 2K the 2K defensive rating maybe has lit a fire under him because they talked about consistency, and that's something that I wouldn't say it was lacking that much. Like he obviously is more focused on the offensive end of the defensive end, but he's got it in him. Whenever he needed to guard, he can guard, and as we see, he's got two blocks already today. So Carter in, Paolo on the block, 14 left. Ball over to Desmond. That's the type of three. He missed it, but that's the type of three. 14 left on the shot clock. You can shoot that three. Paolo almost got another block. He might have got a piece of it, but he challenged it, and it was a nice, easy shot that they missed because of Paolo's challenge. That's just great to see here. Desmond, the blow by, nice, easy dump off to Wendell. Nice, easy, little too easy of a blow by on Tyus there, and an extra another 2 points for the Heat. We're up to 51-43 Heat lead. Mosley's calling a timeout. But what we're getting out of Bain is exactly what I saw last year for Memphis. So he'll get the ball, like what happened there. He rebounded the ball, ran straight up the court, and was able to get Wendell a nice easy shot. The other one was Paulo had the ball on the block or on the wing. Let's say he was facing up, couple dribbles. It was 14 left on the shot clock, and instead of kind of holding the ball and passing it somewhere else, he swung it out to Desmond in the right wing. He missed it, but still, it was a nice shot. That's something that we're going to see out of Desmond all year long because Desmond is not shy, like I mentioned, and it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good take. He just missed it. That's fine. Because even if he shoots 43% for the year, that means he's obviously going to miss more than he makes. We'll see what happens. To recap the scores where we're at now, Wendell's the high scorer for the Magic at 10 points, 5 rebounds. He's 4 of 7 from the field. Desmond, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. It's going to be a good year for him. Then that's Paolo still at 7 points, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of 7 shooting. Tristan, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. It's good to see his assister back up because on the German national team, he really didn't have that many assists, and I think that was just because his role there was just to be a spot up shooter, really. play defense. So it's a 3 and D forward. And that's kind of what he needed to be for them. And for us, he needs to do that as well, but probably have the ball more throughout the course of the season. You're going to be on ball. So Paulo ended up getting that other block. So now he's got 3 blocks already. So again, Paulo plays if he plays defense, that's already that's gonna get the ball rolling, gonna get people talking. It's gonna get the narrative because that's all what these MVP discussions are about. It's about narrative, right? These are all writers that are voting on this stuff, right? So we have to make sure that he continues to be in people's mouths. There was that ESPN article today about the 10 players or the 10 people that are going to have a big impact in this year. Paolo was one of them, so that's great just to see him being talked about. Another turnover by AB. Turnover, Fontecchio for 3, missed it, but that's it. AB with too many turnovers already. Should have like Tyus Bucks or something. Anyway, Jace takes the ball in and he unfortunately missed it. An offensive rebound by Ji. It looks like he's fouled. Jace is just a little off. Jace is just a little off right now. I feel like I'm gonna be a Jace defender. I don't know if it's a little guy's got to stick together kind of thing, but she's just a little off. Let's see if Ji can hit his free throws. First free throw, missed it. So hopefully the Magic are better at free throw shooting too, because once we get into the playoffs, it's little things like that are what really hold you back. 51-43, still Magic down by 8 with 3:40 left in the second. Ji's second free throws in. Oh, good D, good job by AB. AB looked like he was about to foul, but brought his hands back, and the guy missed it short. Nice. Ugh, too many passes on that one. Dangerous passes. Good good job of Goga tipping the ball away, preventing there be a nice easy bucket on the other end. 12 turnovers already for the Magic. All right, Ji on the. Ooh, Ji got blown by on that one. Maybe Ji wasn't expecting this Johnson guy to have that kind of motor on him because he closed out on him in the corner and didn't take away the baseline, and the guy just drove the baseline and made a nice, easy basket. Goga, nice backdoor cut to Jet, and Jet missed it. Goga Goga again was able to keep it from with a good defensive play to keep from an easy basket. That was a good defensive set by Miami. Goga made a nice backdoor pass to Jet. Jet came around and the help defender was there to block that shot. Ware shoots the 3. Nice rebound by Ji. Ji has pretty good rebounding numbers when he plays, so let's just hope that he's continuing to play and that he plays. He can play well. Obviously, we don't want him to play poorly, but we just need him to play. It's 2.5 minutes left in the second. 53-44. The Magic have at least started to play a little bit better defense. AB again turns the ball over. Not a good showing right off the bat. Miami playing fast. Orlando wasn't ready for it, and Miami's able to get that basket in. 55-44. Goga dribble handoff to Jace. Jace missed it again from inside. Yeah. First game. I don't know if it's the jitters, but yeah, he's been leaving a few of his a few of his layups a bit short. Still good shots. Like he's obviously always going to be contested just because he's a bit shorter, but I like his long arms. His long arms are really going to help him. So yeah, his height isn't the longest, let's say, but his long arms are really going to help him to be able to still create a bit of separation. Timeout magic. So it was a missed free throw, then a bit of a scrum for the rebound. It was a loose ball. No timeout, just a foul. So now JI back at the line, down 12 with a minute 55 left in the second. No limitations for JI this year. He is the first. That's going to be a great thing to see because that's what we need. We need more JI. Yeah, we don't want him to shoot 25% from three, of course, but it definitely does help our defense when he's on it, when he's able to be as devastating on defense, which is something that he really wasn't last year. Last year, he just wasn't himself on defense. Nice look for them. They drove baseline, got one of the guys open in the corner, hit that three. 13-point lead, giving up 59 points. Again, first game, JI not set at all and just misses that three. Whoop. Good D by D. Good D by the Magic on that one. Well against Ware against Goga. Goga quick hands, knocks the ball away. Lob to Ware. 15-point lead for Miami. Another the ball back to Goga. Another dribble handoff. Richardson over to Jet in the corner for three. Misses that one. Uh, good read by good read by AB to get in the passing lanes and get a steal at mid court. Then able to get the ball over to JI, who's fouled again. Back to the free throw line. Oh, JI, a little bit of Puerto Rican. That's good to hear. JI misses the second, but Goga tips it out. Jet for three. Hit that. Come on, Jet. 61-50. Less than 20 seconds left. Let's see how Jace. Good job of Jace to stay with the with the offensive player. AB over to Goga. Goga for three. Air ball. Yeah. So both teams, I don't think really played super great on that one. They still scored 61 points. It's mostly on the free throw line, I would say, for the Magic. We did a little too much fouling, just as we did last year. So there's some things that felt a little too familiar, like not hitting that many threes right off the bat. But anyway, all right. If we look at the stats so far from the first half, basically tied on field goal attempts. Both teams not really shooting great. They shot 40%. We shot 35%. It's not great. We're missing Franz, let's just say, and Jalen, but that we were missing Jalen and Franz at different points last year. So really no excuse. From 2 point range, we're shooting also 35%. So we're not doing great, but neither is Miami. From three, shooting 33%. Hey, that's better than last year. 6 of 18. My bad. I'm talking poorly from what I saw. It didn't feel the same way, but 6 of 18 from three. That's pretty good. They're shooting almost 50% from three, so that's not so great. But that's it. The defense wasn't predicated last year on holding teams' defenses down. That's just not what we really like. The field goal percentage was pretty high still for a lot of the teams against the Magic. What our superpower was turning them over, that and the blocks and the steals and all of that. That's what, so we kind of kept them from shooting. And that's also, again, we did the math game. We kept them from shooting threes as well as from having too many possessions. That's what we did. And that's how we were able to keep them down. So this seems pretty indicative of what we had last year. From the free throw line, we're at 75%. They're at 76%. We have 11 offensive rebounds. I'd say Wendell and Goga at the end there have been the key guys on that. 19 rebounds. So total rebounds, we're actually leading again because there's more opportunities because of how poorly we're shooting. Assists, only 6 assists to their 13 assists. Turnovers, 13 to their 7. And personal fouls are pretty much the same. That didn't feel the same, to be honest. I guess JI made it to the line a lot throughout the game. How about that second period? All right, so we did shoot better in the second quarter. Shot 42%, 40% from three. All right, so at least that's why we were able to not really stay in the game because obviously we're down 11. We were outscored by 3 even in that second quarter. Not that great. Actually, let me go back to the player bit so I don't forget later on. Player stats. It's lineups. I always forget what the lineup bit is. Ah, it's just who's starting lineups. Nah, cares about that. Player stats. So to do a recap on the first half, Wendell Carter, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 of 7 shooting, 1 of 2 from three. Desmond Bain, 9 board. There's 9 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. So he has half of our assists. Like I said, sometimes it's just going to be the simple plays. And right now, the Magic are just turning the ball over on just simple plays. They're not using the ball to pass from guy to guy. They're trying to go too often one on one. They're dribbling into two guys. They're spinning into a second defender. They're just not seeing they're not seeing it right now for whatever reason. So anyway, that's Desmond. Jet 8 points, 3 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from three. Paolo with 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Tristan 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. What else we got? I know Jonathan Isaacs, 4 rebound, 4 points, 4 rebounds. 0 of 3 from the field, but 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Tyus Jones hit that one corner three. AB -12. And then, yeah, I'd say, well, it's basically our whole bench unit is -12, and we're down by 11. So Kind of makes sense. You can see that it's our bench unit. Our bench unit hasn't been able to keep up with their bench unit at all, unfortunately. So, yeah, give me a moment. Give me a moment here. Wait, what else we got box score wise here? Wendell with 2 blocks, Paolo with 3 blocks, Goga's got a block. So in a lot of ways we're playing active, and I think that's the exciting bit. We want to make sure that we're continuing to be active even if we're not playing well offensively, which is something that would happen a bit last year. We would play poorly offensively, and then eventually our defense really would start to suffer. So I think in that end we are actually playing okay and scoring 50 points in the first half, even though we didn't play that great. I think is still something that we can be excited about, because the Magic, yeah, like as we know, the Magic had a tough time last year in being able to score 100 points per game. So to get even 50 when we didn't play that great, I think is an exciting thing to see. Sorry, I'm trying to check if I'm on Twitter as well. No, I don't know how this will work. How does it start? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something on the fly here. Mm, Well, looked like that part didn't work out. Anyways, let me change this as well. Give me a second. There you go. We're in a good place. So yeah. So again, appreciate you for spending this time with me. I think looking at that first half, not too much to be excited about, other than to see how Desmond played. As we see, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. That's something that he's going to be bringing. So he's one that is just going to be pushing the ball, pushing the ball, pushing the ball. And again, like I jokingly called him what the muscle hamster, or I don't know if I call him MJD or what do I call him. We're going to end up calling him 3DB, is how he's going to be the new age 3D or Dennis Scott. So I think that's where I'm going to go with that. But I'm still workshopping things a bit. But to see the way he's come out with energy, he's coming out, he's getting his teammates involved. Nice easy passes. Got Wendell a nice easy dunk. He just moves the ball. He does everything the right way, and that's something that we need. We need, as we saw, unfortunately, from the bench there with AB turning the ball over, Tristan turning the ball over. That's what we need a lot of the times on this team, or that we will need on this team. And with Jalen on with the starters, and if we have Tyus coming off the bench, I think that right there is going to be the best part of Tyus coming off the bench. He's going to be able to settle the guys down. He's going to be able to do the easy things, being able to get guys the ball where they need to get it, where they should get it. I think that's the frustrating bit from this first part, this first half of the first game of a very long season, is that they turned the ball over way too much. So it didn't feel like too different of a game from what we've seen a lot in 2020, in the 2024-2025 season. So hopefully this is just, again, we're stacking days like we talked about. So let's stack this as the lowest of days. We're not even done with the day, so I got to give them a bit of credit. Maybe they come back and win this game, but even if they do, that still doesn't negate that they were still just turning the ball over way too much. They it's such on some of the smallest, simplest things. It's, I think, where it starts to get frustrating as a fan. But we love them. We love their progression that we see from them. Right now, we haven't seen the highest progression from them. To be honest, I think it would have been nicer for them to be able to come out and at least not turn the ball over in such silly ways. Like if the defense is doing something incredible and it keeps you from making the basket, like, hey, it is what it is. Like that's not at all what I'm saying, that it has to be anything special. I just literally want them to make nice simple plays, play basketball the right way, play it smartly, and just not turn the ball over in such careless ways, really, right? But Paolo came out aggressive, which is great to see. Paolo with 7 shots. Uh, he's been in and out, of course, because again, these guys are working themselves back into in competition shape, right? That they've been playing, they've been in training camp, they've been doing, I don't know, about 2 a days, but they've definitely been out there getting their basketball lungs back in shape. And I think that might be something that we see a little bit there. They've been winded. Tristan, I don't know how much more he's going to play this game. They took him out pretty early on, so I don't know if that's just because they want to preserve him, but they wanted to get him a little bit of run as well. He does need to get comfortable with the starters, and like I mentioned in his player profile, far too often last year, Tristan really would just kind of blend into the background. And that's something that we need him not to do, basically. We need to make sure that he's always being aggressive, that he continues to push the pace, that he continues to put in that work, because he needs to be that guy for us. that adds all of what Franz does, even with him not being Franz. Yeah, like I said, he's not a poor man's Franz. He's a middle class man's Franz in a lot of ways. Franz obviously just excels. He's a billionaire man version of what he could be, but really Tristan can be that. He can do a lot. I really think that Tristan can be good, especially with the starters. So 7 points as a starter, it's not bad. Uh, yeah, I would say that's been the thing that stuck out to me. That Tristan looks comfortable with the starters. Get 7 quick points. It's not too bad. Paolo 7 points is what it is. Jet off the bench is the high scorer, so that's been good to see as well. That his jumper has not eluded him too poorly so far. He's hitting two of four from three. He's another one. He's just like I said, Desmond. I think was a pivot away from Jet because Jet was supposed to be that. He was always supposed to be locked and loaded, just ready to shoot whenever the ball touches his hands. So he's not going to be shy. Let's not worry about that. He's definitely going to be the guy to put in that work to get those shots up. But Desmond, three of seven from the field, 1 of 3 from three. That's going to be, I think, a lot of what we're going to expect from Desmond. I don't think he's going to just come out trying to shoot only threes, of course, because that's not his deal. That's why his nickname was a flyby king, because everything is predicated on his three. Everything stems from his three. His three is the core and the root of everything that happens after that. But he still likes to make sure that he does drive the basketball. He likes to make the extra pass. So that's going to be something that we're excited to see for this upcoming season. See if I can get this to work. Sorry, I'm also trying to get onto Twitter as well. See if I can get this. See if all of this will work out. I wonder what the halftime entertainment is. For some reason, it's not showing up. It's just all this regular league pass stuff. Let's see who else. Who else? Who else? So yeah, I would say AB probably unfortunately hasn't played the best off the bench. The rest of the bench unit really just seems, for whatever reason, a bit hesitant. I think that's probably the best word to describe the way they've been playing so far. For whatever reason, they just seem really hesitant. And I think that's the thing that has been very surprising because we're hoping for more from them, right? We're hoping that they're going to be able to really pick up the slack because that's something that's the unknown, right? If we talked about my 6 key headlines that I talked about earlier in the season on what we're going to get this year from the Magic. The health, of course, is going to be the number one. We're playing without Mo right now, without Franz for this game, without Jalen. So we're gonna be playing a bit shorthanded over the course of the season at different points. But we just got to hope that we're not going to hit with one of those big, at least too many big injuries throughout the upcoming season. So that was number one. Number two was what are we going to get from the bench unit? right? Like, what are we going to get from them? I did a video talking about who the sixth man is going to be from the group, and the sixth man. I don't mean the sixth man candidate for the team, but I just mean from the bench, who's going to be the MVP of the bench. Last year, even with a short season, it was Mo. So this season, is it going to be Mo? Like, is the bench going to kind of be middling all the way until when Mo gets back? Let's hope not. Again, it's the first preseason, so no need to overreact in any way. It's just looking at the way they played and the way that they've come out for whatever reason, pretty tentative. It's been interesting, but not tentative in that they're not willing to shoot. It's just they don't seem comfortable passing the ball around, and this looks like it's going to be the lineup other than Jace not playing. They had Jace playing here. Likely, there would have been Tyus back in that role, and Jet likely wouldn't play over Tristan. So we have two bench guys starting in this game. So maybe that's why the bench unit just hasn't played as well, because we have two of our guys starting. But anyway, here we go. We start the second half. So we shall see. Let's see what kind of defense they bring up. Oh, looks like we're already started to play with some different guys. Who is that? Ah, they've got the Puerto Rican guy, Alex Morales, is playing. That's nice of them. He's one of the Exhibit 10 guys that we have on the team. That's good that it's good that they got him out there. Yeah, Alex Morales, get it, bro. Hits that three. 64-50. Heat lead. 11:23 left in the third. Jace with the ball here. Out to Tristan. Short. Good job by Morales to get that offensive rebound. Time to chase. That's what it is. Jace has got a hit from three. Turnover by the Heat. Jace got the ball. Looking to push. Over to Tristan. AB over in the corner. Over to Tristan. Ball deflected out. They got to do a better job of using the second option. So there, Tristan was posting up, but it wasn't the easiest pass. So AB was able to get him the ball over the top, but still, in the end, it's if that's not what if that's not where if that's not there, then they need to be able to pass out and try something else, maybe from a different angle. That might be the best way to do, but I don't know. So Goga with an offensive foul, ball back to Miami. 3-point shot. Thompson missed it for Miami. Taze with the rebound. AB over to Goga. To Tristan. Tristan, another three. Yikes. Again, it's about shot selection as well. It's not just about shot. It's about shot selection. That one, he wasn't set and he just kind of launched. Oof, nice pass by Jace. That's the type of three for Tristan. Jace launched it weak side, got him the ball, and Tristan hit that three. 8-point lead. Where misses it? Jace with another rebound. Nice pass. Oh, might have been blocked. Looked like it was going to be a foul, but Jace, nice pass to AB. AB just wasn't able to convert. Foul by AB. Nice pass by Jace. I'm telling you. He's likely not going to get on the court too much just because of the rotation, and he's got to earn it. He's got to get better on defense, but he's smart. This kid, this kid's smart. I don't know if it's one of those things that just genetics or from you being such a little kid, you play against an NBA player is just going to make you better like that. Leads back to 10. Chase, another three. I'm a little behind, apparently. 69-61. 9 minutes left in the third. 9:01 to be accurate. 8 point lead for the Heat. Things are starting to open up, and that's not a bad thing. If we look real quick, where's Jace? Either way, we see that Jace 2 of 6 from the field because he started 0 of 4 in the first half, but 2 for 2 from three. It's that 3 points. He's going to be able to shoot threes. I think he might find his way on the court. But Tristan also 2 of 5 now from three. So I think we're starting to pick it up right now, which is great. Everything starts with our defense, though, right? So if we're able to be competitive defensively, then I think we have a good chance. It's a preseason game, so we're not really worried too much about the wins and losses. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for consistency, making sure that we play the right way. So with Paolo not starting the second half, he's probably done for the night. Same with Desmond and Tyus because really we already know what those guys are going to be, right? So it's not like something we need to really get them reps to be like, all right, Paolo, are you going to be a 27 point a game guy? We already know that's what you are. So I think that's why these guys didn't play. Same thing with Wendell. Wendell not playing anymore. So we're going to see a lot of Jace the second half. We're going to start seeing likely some of our Exhibit 10 guys. So Reese, Colin, Justin, Lester, they're likely going to start popping up. Get some run for Goga. Goga, we already know what Goga is, so I don't know. Like I don't know if just it's because they don't know what the role is going to be like for Goga here with the Magic, and that's why they have him out there still. But I think they really should. They probably should get. Ooh, they should probably get Goga some rest. He got an extra week's rest than what the Germans got, but Tristan's still out there, so I don't know what they are planning. So we see Goga free throw. Hits that one. 69-72. Less than 9 minutes left in the third. Foul call on AB on Jaquez Jr. Whoop. Nice attack on the closeout for that Johnson on Miami, and Goga fouls him in the act. Missed the first. See if he hits the second. Misses the second. Goga's been called for a couple offensive fouls by setting screens. So now he said it really sarcastically. So Tristan with the ball, 5 left. Jace gonna have to. Oh, come on, guys. Tristan shoots the three. Again, shot selection, shot selection, shot selections, shot selection. That's the big thing. That's gonna be the name of the game for the Magic this year. That time they took too long to get into their offensive set. Pretty good attack on the closeout. Misses the free throw or misses the shot. Gonna push a little bit. AB over to Goga. Goga's going to line up a three. That feels like Eurobasket Goga. He hit the three too. So it really is like Eurobasket Goga. But that's it. He wasn't shooting that. He should have shot one or two already, and that was the first one that he's made. Second one he shot. Good ball movement by Miami. They're able to get an easy one for Ware. 6-point game. Let's see. Jet over to Jace. Jace sweeping hook across the lane. Chase has got it, yo. I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you that often. Jaquez, nice move on Tristan. Easy two on that one. Ooh, I thought Gogo was gonna shoot another one. AB for three. AB for three on the right wing. 3-point lead. Good job. Good defense by Goga on Ware. Goga. Oof. Like I say, I think Goga is. Oh, AB is going to pull up another three. Oh, I was going to say. Good rebound ripped away by Jet. The Silva with the fake. Nice, easy dunk. It's a nice, good, and that's why you got to be able to shoot threes. Again, you don't have to be a great percentage. It doesn't have to be at 45, 50%. But as we saw, nice little pump fake, gets the guy off his feet, and you just stroll on in. It was bad rotation by the defense of Miami. Nobody came over at all, so he like half speed softly dunked it because that was just what he needed to do. He didn't have to do much on that. So 73-72. It's the 3-point shot. That's the thing that we didn't have last year, that 3-point shot. So if we were down by 11, it just so often felt insurmountable because we didn't have guys that could all of a sudden get hot and start shooting threes and getting us back into the game last year. Except later in the year when they started to give Caleb a little bit more of a chance. Caleb's one of those that I think we should have tried to keep. He was on a pretty cheap contract, and we needed shooting, and he was able to play pretty good defense. So it's a bit sad that we don't have Caleb anymore on this team, but I digress. We got guys like Jace on the team now. That Jace is someone that you see already can hit two or three in a row, and that's just going to jumpstart things. So now we have Tristan is leading all scorers in this game with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Wendell stayed at 10. Basically, everybody stays where they are, other than Jace jumping up to 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, two from three. That's what we like to see. We're probably not going to have too much longer. We're not going to have Tristan on the court too much longer. I would guess. Same thing with AB. I'm guessing soon they're going to start cutting some of the guys and having them end up staying. We're going to have them staying on the bench a bit just to kind of chill and bring in our Exhibit 10 guys because we really got to see what these Exhibit 10 guys have to offer. Where are we at now in shooting the three? Well, from the in the third quarter, we were at 5 of 9. Nice. If we look just overall, nice. We're at about 40% now from three. That's what we like to see. We're not going to shoot that every day, and I don't think that's what anybody's really asking. But we got to be able to start hitting more threes. See out. Alex Morales hit that three. It's getting it to 75-73. Big three from Alex Morales, the Puerto Riqueño. Jet playing that D. That is very good. The Jet, that's what we need from Jet to continue to be someone that at least is again competing. Ooh, Fontecchio. Well, 5 minutes left in the third. 76-75. We got a game. Noah's in the game, which is great to see. Jace got his shot blocked. Yeah, nice driving finish by Fontecchio. 3-point lead, Miami. Noah gonna back down the smaller guard out to Morales. Oh, Jace gets it back to Morales. Ooh, misses that three. Fontecchio over to, I don't know who this guy is. Over to Fontecchio. Another three. Missed that one. Offensive rebound for Miami. Foul on the Magic. Jamal Kane's in the game now. Ochua misses. Penda drive it up. Again, we're spinning into defenders. Fortunate he wasn't able to corral that one. Jace comes right in. Chase has got Chase is wet. This kid, his shot is so good. You can see it translates. Tied at 78. Defense by the Magic. Good job by Howard. Kane is able to get the basket on the other end. 2-point lead. Hey, it's their defense that's done it. And also the deep bench guys. Again, we're not going to take much from this other than that Jace can shoot. Young, big 3-pointer over Noah. Good rip through by Ji. Gets the foul call. That was nice. That was well contested on that last three by Miami. The Magic, Noah came out and just wasn't able to get it. All right, now we got a tight one on our hands. Oof, let's just talk about Jace. I don't know. For me, like I've talked about already, I'm really excited for Jace. He's one of those guys that I'm super excited about. I think he's really going to be one that's gonna he's gonna open things up, right? That like I mentioned before, he's that guy that you need in case you get into a hole, because even though he's a little guy and he's going to be that spark plug, he's going to be that Cole Anthony type of player. I think he's a better shooter in college than Cole was, and he just has it. Like that's just something that uh he has that touch, he has that feel, he has that know-how. You can just see it if you check the player profile that I did on him, you can just see how he finds open spaces. Now, will he be able to do it on his own? No. So he really can't be one to be over dribbling. I know they talked about how fast he looks in practice, but he doesn't always look that he's the fastest on the court. So I think it's more shifty. That's what I've called him a lot of the times, that he's a shifty player. So he's fast twitch, so he can get his shot off. But he's always been a little guy, so he knows that that's what he's going to have to do in the NBA, and he's done a pretty good job so far, even in this game. Yeah, he's got a shot blocked, and that's just the reality of what he's going to go through in the NBA. But like even what he does now, he's doing good at keeping nice easy reads. Shot clock down to three. One dribble in for Jamal, missed it. Travel. I was about to say there was a easy travel call by Achua. Achua got the ball right past the halfway mark, and he just got excited, travels and shuffled his feet. So who we got? Looks like Orlando's gonna get in the game. That's gonna be hard. We gotta call him something else. Ball tipped. Good job. But Jason's been doing a good job of just simple plays, doing everything that he needs to do. Gets the ball to the other guys, but gets the ball around the horn. He makes the extra pass. That's been what's really good. Ji looks like he's probably done for the night. So now Orlando Robinson's there. Jace around the corner misses it. Fast pay. Yeah. Miami just runs down and has a nice little alley oop. 83-80. Noah from the corner shoots the three. That's not going to be his strength. Ball gets bounced around, and Jace gets up, hits that, and is able to dunk the ball. And Jace has got some hops. This is what I mean. Like Jace is gonna be a player. I know right now he's playing against guys that likely aren't going to be uh, rotation guys for the Heat. They might be. I don't know. I don't know their roster, but he's still doing a great job of imposing his will on this game. That's what I talked about. Pretty much everybody's player profiles, that they just need to be that they just need to be aggressive, and that's what we talk about when it comes to being aggressive. You don't have to be aggressive to score the ball. You can be aggressive to pass the ball, right? You just gotta be aggressive and make that play. And I don't know if it's because he's so low to the ground, it just feels like he's always doing something, Chase. But yeah, but he's the primary ball handler right now on the court, so it's going to be good for him to get this experience. Jamal over to Orlando. Nice pick and roll, the two of them. Jamal, nice little running basket in the lane. Leads back down to one. They run back down. Miami's looking to run. The Magic can do the same. Jet Howard missed it, but Orlando Robinson gets it and puts it in. So Magic up 86-85. I think that was one of the Is It Anythings by David Steele. If you're a Magic fan that listens to the local commentators, David Steele talked about that we've never had an Orlando playing in Orlando last year, and now we do. So Orlando Robinson with that basket. Ethan Thompson. So if there for all the Magic fans out there, of course, the Ethan Thompson is playing for the Heat now. He was on a two-way contract with us last year. He was waived. That's how we ended up with Jamal and Orlando right now. Nice drive by Jet. Jet's going to probably get a lot of playing time at the end of this game here. Puts the Magic back up one. Offensive foul on Miami. Big third quarter. 35 seconds left. We've erased an 11-point lead. Jace really done the bulk of his work. Noah tries another three, in and out. Takes the ball in, presses Chua, and one over Orlando Robinson. He just bowled him over basically. Yo, yo, let's go Magic. Yeah, Sean. This is what he talked about before. They haven't really turned the ball over. If they don't turn the ball over, I think the Magic again are gonna have a good offense. Oh, Noah. What he do? Plays defense and he's fouled. Good thing by Noah. Noah, that's what he's going to do best. And if he's able to get on the court, it's going to be on his defense. He's shot a couple threes, and they haven't looked bad. His mechanics is not bad. He just hasn't been able to, I think, have the touch. And I think that's what you see so easily when you see guys like Tyus or Desmond or Jace shoot the ball. It just that feel. You could see it coming off their hands the way it comes off. Super nice. That's the thing that Noah still needs to hopefully develop over the course of time. He's got good first two baskets, or the first, he hits both free throws. Three at the buzzer by Miami. They hit it 93-90 going into the fourth quarter. Nice three. Nice three to end. But hey, if we look at what we did in that third quarter, we shot a 52%. They shot 55%. Not great, but hey, we were able to erase an 11-point deficit, and we were able to take the lead for a few times. A couple times we took the lead there. We're back down three, but it's whole quarter left. Let's see, 57% from two, 46% from three. They were 5 of 7 from three as well. So all of a sudden, we became an offensive shootout. That's what happens normally when you start to empty the benches and you giving the other guys an ability to cook. They're going to end up trying to get as many shots up because they're all trying to put their best foot forward. Because if they're an Exhibit 10 guy on Miami or an Exhibit 10 guy on the Magic and they don't end up on the main roster as a two-way guy, that means that they're eligible to get onto a G League team of another team if they wanted to once they get waived. But if they stay with the team that signed them, so like the Magic, if one of the guys that we don't whoever we don't choose to be the other our last two-way contract, that Exhibit 10 player, if they stay with Osceola, then they get a bonus. So the idea is for them to stay on Osceola, but technically if they get waived and there's another team that like the way they played, then they can go play with that team and sign a two-way contract, and they don't get that bonus, but still they're able to do that if that's what they wanted. So yeah. So for me, the thing from that quarter to really take away was the 3 point shooting, which was great to see. We put up 15 3 point shots, which is good. Hitting 7 of them, that's even better. What else? 8 assists, I think, is what I like. 8 assists in that quarter alone. That is something that we desperately need to have. We need to have more ball movement. We need to be able to move the ball. So we only had 6 in the first half, 8 in that third quarter is very good sign. So I think that's sometimes also what you see when there are guys that are playing that aren't as talented as some of like our superstars, that they play basketball the right way. I don't want to say it in that the superstars are playing the wrong way, but again, they're super talented. So for them, everything is so effortless that they don't necessarily have to always look at every single little detail. While if you're a guy that's kind of on the fringes of the NBA and you want to continue to be you want to be in the NBA, you got to do all those little extra 30 things. You got to look at every little detail for you to continue to stay in the league. And that's what happens in these type of games when you got guys able to or that are out there trying to play as hard as they can as well as playing with such detail and focus because they want to impress. And that's the thing. The rest of the other guys, they know who they are. They know what they're going to be, so they maybe not as putting the same type of effort. Anyway, back to the action. A dunk by Jamal Kane after an offensive rebound by Orlando Robinson brings us back to within one with 11:17 left in the fourth. We're gonna see. Hopefully, we're gonna see over the course of the year Noah's development from three. Penda guarding Achua, an offensive foul or a travel? Looks like an offensive foul, I guess, on Precious Achua, who's Noah. Luckily, he's a big dude, right? He's a big boy, so he's going to be able to take a little bit of pressure from a big like that. Jace over to Kane. Kane into Orlando Robinson. Backdoor again from Kane. Whoa, from Jamal. Jamal threw a rocket. It looked like Jamal was going to go up for a dunk, but instead he launched it behind his back, and Noah somehow caught that ball and was able to finish. Whoa. Whoa. That ball was on fire. That's it. We gotta have our two-way players again being able to contribute. So I know it might seem frivolous to be like, oh, who's the third two-way contract, but it's not. It really isn't, especially if we end up getting injured this year, which again we hope we don't. But still, I think that's something that it's good to see that Orlando Robinson is really hitting the boards, and Jamal is he's already gone backdoor. He's cut probably two or three times from the corner, which is something that I think the Magic should be doing constantly. Every one of the guys should be not only shooting from the corner but also diving to the basket from the corner. Those are such easy ways to get simple baskets, which is something that we need. We need to not put so much effort, not so much force. Bump into a guy six times he ends up getting before you end up getting enough separation to be able to hit that shot. So, anyway, foul on the Magic. So Precious Achua is still shooting free throws. It's tied at 94 now after that first make. 10 minutes, 24 seconds left. Alex Morales back into the game. Back in the lead for Miami. Noah drives the ball, misses it, but is able to get his rebound and put it back in. Quick second jump for Noah. Absolutely. Ooh, he almost timed that pass at midcourt to be able to get the steal. Swing it to the corner. Noah moves his feet, causes a travel. Good job, Noah, covering a lot of ground. Jace getting a lot of work. Jason Noah. Surprised we haven't seen any more of our other Exhibit 10 guys other than Alex. Boom, boom. Nice passing by the Magic. Hit that. Ugh, he missed it. But Jace, Jace throws bullet passes over. He threw it the bullet pass to Jamal in the right corner. He passed it back to who shot it in the end? Oh, Alex. He threw it back to Alex Morales, and he ended up shooting it from top of the key. Missed it, unfortunately. Then Miami was able to get the long rebound and get an easy one on the other end. So they retake the lead, 97-96. Oop, am I behind? Sorry, I'm looking at the things now. Oh, I do care. Thanks, Sean. Something's up with my mic. Uh, I don't know what else. Let's see. Hello, hello. Do you hear it any hear it any better? How much time is left in your game shot clock? Can you let me know when your fourth quarter starts so I can sync up? I might be a little ahead. Yeah. I think there might be times where I'm a bit behind. I'm at the right amount now, but it kind of freezes here and there. So I'll let you know when we're back in the game. I'm not in the game right now. I'm at a pause. Actually, oh yeah, you sync now. Your mic is a little quiet. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Does it sound good now? Are you still with me? Let me know if it's still too quiet. Yeah, Paulo. You could. I think that's it. It's not bad. Well, I don't. I don't want you to have to. I don't want you to have to be too turned up. So appreciate it. I guess we're learning here. We're trying to figure things out. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me know. Let's see. there's anything else I could do to try to get that up a little bit more. It's maxed out on my end. Let's see. Let's see. Reese in the game. Alex Morales is fouled on the attack. So we back up 97 96. 8:54 left in the fourth is what I got. Let's see. Let's see. You. Let me set which is the upper limit for the current stream service. Okay. Well, let's see if that's any better. Appreciate you here with me. Ooh, nice take by whomever. That's Keels from Miami, 99-97. Magic up the court real quick from Kane. That's going to be Kane's deal, I think. Kane's going to be real good at making sure that he continues to get to the rim. That's his strength. He's not going to be the oof. He's not going to be the one to be out here shooting threes and at least not with that much accuracy, unless he's been working on it. Of course, he's been working on his craft, so hopefully he's able to get better at that. But he hasn't been so far. So him getting to the basket, a lot of the plays that he's done so far in this game is what we're looking from him. Nice pick and roll, Orlando. You got to get that. Was it a tip by Noah? That's nice. Yeah, so far it's been good to see him. Exactly, it's nice. Penda's exactly what we thought he was right now. Him with the defense and shooting. It's not his percentage isn't too bad, so that's something that hopefully it continues to develop. Too strong. Yep, Noah's got the ball. He's got the handles, and Morales ended up getting fouled, almost an and one. That's the nice that's the thing I think is going to be cool to see Noah just get the ball and just go. Him and that's Bane's thing as well. Bane, you'll see if you haven't seen Bane play that much, just to see him. He gets the ball and he just goes. That's it. He grabs the ball and goes. Oh, my little one is making noise. Get that, mama. All right, Alex gets one of two. Cuts the lead to one. 7:38 left in the game. 101, 100, 100. The Magic already scored 100 points. 7 minutes left in the game. It's crazy. Obviously, we're in preseason mode. Defenses aren't playing super hard. Oof, nice offensive rebound by whoever that is. Yeah, Noah. Noah is going to be the real deal. Like we ended up getting, I think we made out in this draft. There's obviously some people out there. There's already been written on ESPN where Jed is probably our worst draft pick in recent memory, and that draft so far, AB's been good, but he hasn't really popped too much. So, getting two first round picks, two lottery picks in 2023, and both of them not really being super incredible right now is something that we need to have, especially when we're going to be as expensive as we are. We definitely need to hit on these rookies. So Hopefully, AB and Jet are able to develop and really show out this year. That's what we're going to hope. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty disappointing 2023 draft. But 2025, I think we got two good ones on that one. I think we got it. I know we paid a lot for Noah as well. Some people would say, but I think Noah's going to be definitely again another rotation guy that maybe not be this year, but next year is definitely going to be somebody that we give more opportunity to. And I think he's going to be one of the reasons why we are going to offload one of our bigs in this season. Alley nice little alley to Orlando Robinson to tie the game at 102 with 7:07 left in the fourth. Go. Good hands by our guys, keeping them out. 8 on the clock. Oh, I was gonna say they're not gonna call a foul on that. Someone got someone got him. Too many free throws. This felt a little bit like Team Germany and Slovenia in the very first prep game for Eurobasket. It was ridiculous how many foul calls there were in that one. A recent memory, like really recent, like if you were a baby. No, there's we obviously haven't drafted well in the 2010s in general. In 2020s, we've been okay. Well, at least since 2021, whenever Franz and Jalen were drafted. Yeah, 2021. Nice pass. 105, 102, Miami. 6:15 left in the fourth. Alex out here just taking on guys. Nice, easy fadeaway. That's smooth. It's good. The Puerto Ricans showing out in Puerto Rico. Come on, Joel. You got to sit down. There you go. Sit down and guard. Mm, nice shot. That's what we need. We need two guys that are going to play NBA basketball. Reese Beekman getting a nice little two. I'm surprised Lester isn't playing, and I'm surprised Justin aren't playing. I think those. I was thinking that those would be the two main candidates for our last two-way spot. Ooh, Beekman and one. Nice. Reese Beekman. Yeah. I'll never forget Sergeant Ten issues on defense. Well, that kind of makes sense, no? That kind of personified everything that you needed to know about that. No, it's a shame a lot of these guys didn't work out. Like that's sometimes what's just such a crapshoot the NBA draft can be. But sometimes you get lucky. Like we got lucky the last couple years actually in that Tristan I think fell a little bit to us, and it was great that we got him at the number we got him. The same with Jace. Jace, yeah, he ended up being a couple inches shorter, I think, than what some people thought. But if you see, he can play. This kid can play. I'm really excited on Jace. And Noah, we went up and got Noah, so that was something that it was good to see by the Magic being aggressive. For so long, we were like, we need somebody to be aggressive. We need them to be aggressive. We need to win now. We need to be doing things. And now they went out and did all of that. So I think that way we got to be real excited about it. Nothing happened to Paolo. Paolo just he played a couple minutes. That's it. It's the first game of the preseason. They're ramping up. They're not doing anything. They're not going out to. They're not going to be trying to overwork him in any way. Franz didn't play, so if you're just kind of joining now, Franz didn't play at all. Jalen of course is out. Mo of course is out, but Franz didn't play. So Tristan started. Tyus started. I wonder if that's what it would be if that's what if this happened in the regular season, or they just jump Jace into the starting lineup like they normally did in the last few years of leaving the bench unit the same as always to try to have some consistency there and just moving in the third string guys there. No, he's not gonna play anymore. No, no, no. No, it's the fourth quarter of the first preseason game. They're not playing for another week, so these guys are really just dipping their toe into action. So Tyus, Bain, Paulo, Wendell, none of them have really played in the well, they didn't play at all in the second half, but they played sparingly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just preseason. Just preseason, just chilling. It's true. Me too. When he said that, when when he said what happened to Paulo, I was like, I was about to go to Twitter. I was about to go to Twitter and be like, "What happened to Paulo? What happened to Paulo?" He started to freak me out. Yep, Magic hitting threes. Magic hitting threes. I'd say a lot of it's Jace. Jace has come out in the second half and really play well. So that's what I've been saying. I've been talking about that. Jace is the real deal. I think we really got lucky with him dropping all the way down to 25 for us to be able to take him. I think he's gonna be good. He's not gonna be an all-star likely. He's not gonna be anything like that. But for what we need him to be, for him to be offense off the bench and maybe start, like I said, if they decide to start him instead of bringing up Tyus when it's the beginning of the regular season, I think Jace is gonna definitely be able to play that role. Jesus. Oop. All right, we're just playing football. Huh? Everybody just tackle each other. Exactly. I'm short. So what? No matter. Like in the end, he's got that innate ability to be able to get to the spot that it looks like he wants to get. And he shouldn't be doing it with his dribble. Like if you just see it's if it's just him one on one, I don't see that always working out. He's shifty, so I think he's going to be able to get his shot off a lot of the time. But far too often, I could see him trying to take guys one on one, and that's not something that we should be doing. I think we should just continue to set good screens for him. He's gonna be the one not to do anything crazy. He's not gonna make too many wild attempts at shots as a ball handler trying to pass the ball out. I think he's gonna do a real good job of just playing within himself. So that's what I like about him. Here and in summer league, you can see that people try to put pressure on him. He knows how to take that on. Beekman, get that. I have 418 left in the fourth. Magic up two, 111, 109. Sometimes I wish we had the Eurobasket sign for the replay, the little Pictionary that they play instead of this. This to me is like a forklift. You're trying to get a forklift driver to bring up their forks. But I like the little Pictionary. Like sounds like it's what we're doing. All right, 410 left in the fourth. Magic up two. Big 3-pointer by whomever that guy is for Miami. Keels. I think he's hit a couple big threes. Yeah, absolutely. we got a bunch of different body types on this team now. That's the one thing. Ooh, nice shot. Beekman's coming out to try to get that last two-way spot. But yeah, I was thinking that for me it's more Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain really I think changes averages, right? He's got those little those shorter arms or more I don't know. For me I feel like everybody talks about his arms being short. I think he's more normal except for the how jacked they are. They're more width, obviously, than length. When we're so used to basketball players having so much longer arms than they should really for a normal human being, that Desmond looks so different. I equate him to the MJD from the Jacksonville Jaguar days as the running back for me. He's like the little muscle hamster. But either way, him and Tyus, they're a bit shorter, but again, you can play in this league obviously at a shorter as long as you know how to play it. That's why Tyus doesn't do anything outside of himself. The same thing with Jace, which I think is going to be the exciting bit right there. Yeah, Keel's hitting it. Now the Magic, lots of balance. I'm really excited about these guys. 3:05 left in the fourth. 113, 112. 10 points in 6 minutes for Beekman. Get it, bro. Ah, Friday. They play next. This Magic by 3. Oh, I'm behind, I guess. Oop, Castleton gets it. So I guess I'm a little behind in what's on the screen. I have 205, 235 left. Sorry, in the fourth, up by 5. Heat misses that one. Young got that one. Who's my man with the hair? Oh, that is Quinones. Whoa, that was lucky. That one went in. 1914. 2 minutes left. For 3. Missed it. Get that rebound. Look at that. Looks like the Magic are going to win a game for the first time since April. Quinones tapped in. Morales just always around. There you go. You got that for the Boricuas out there. Oh, fan one. Some of these guys are tired, huh? They come in from nothing, all of a sudden shooting. Yeah, thought Bane looked good. He likes to drive when people bite on pump fakes. There was a time or two where he could have just escaped dribbled, but that pump fake is disgusting. Yep, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. No, it's Bane in that way. It's going to be real, real good. His nickname was Flyby King for a reason. Like it's something that because he's such a good shooter, that guys are just immediately going to have to pump. They're going to have to jump if he pumps. That's just the way it's going to be. They can't really even they can't risk it really because otherwise he's gonna launch and make. If he's able to get back over 40% this year for us, it's gonna be a godsend for this team. And that's just gonna make it easier for him to just pump and just go right through and bounce off a guy or two like a little ping ball, like the little pinball that he is. Magic up 4, 121, 117, 131 left in the game. 3 from Jamal. That is not his shot. That is not his shot. That's again that's what shooting is about a lot of the times. It's not even about shooting percentage necessarily. Well, it's about shooting percentage, of course, but it's about selection. That one not only was not a good shot, my man's got no feel, unfortunately. There you go. This is what you do. Go, Jamal. That's what you do. And one. That's what you do, Jamal Kane. You just go up the court. That's it. You don't got to do anything crazy. Oh, wow. My, my screen is way behind, I guess, what the screen is. I'm over here trying not to look at the screen. No, Jamal Kane, he's going to be one to definitely be watching out for if we need him to play. Definitely. Game's gone to a screeching halt. Here we go. 106 left in the fourth. Oh dear. Ah, okay. So I'm not that far behind. They had the wrong score on the screen. Ooh, ooh, what a defensive play by Jamal Kane, trying to dunk on Kane. Woo! Good job. See, that's the type of stuff we're gonna need from him. Like I said in my breakdown of Jamal Kane and on his player profile, up for three. It said that these guys at the back end of our bench just have to work, just have to work and play defense like that, just blocking that shot. 28 seconds left, up by five. They're not gonna call. They're not gonna foul nobody. 18 seconds left. Five on the clock. Hit it, Morales. Ooh, that would have been a nice way to end. Castleton, get in position. Yeah, his name is yeah, Colin. Colin Castleton. Yeah, he's going to be one that it likely. I don't think they would. Oh, Jesus. I don't think they're going to have him be our guy to be the our third two-way contract. Colin's going to be with Osceola. Here we go. You go foul him with 3 seconds left, down by six. Ugh, so many free throws. Just crazy. Hey, but it looks like the Magic are going to come out with the win. Again, not really a big deal. It's not the end. It doesn't matter too much if we win or not in the preseason, but it's not doesn't hurt. From half court. Ooh, all right. Nice, 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 nice. We'll go over all this in the little post game stream. So if that's something that you like, go over to Osceola Magic Nation. I'm going to be doing another post game stream just for about a half an hour just to talk about this game to see if we go through the stats and kind of give it a quick little chat just to see where we came from, especially that second half. That second half was something that it's exciting to see. Now again, it's Exhibit 10 guys versus Exhibit 10 guys, so it's not going to be necessarily the most enticing for everybody. But I think it was a pretty good game all in all. I'll see you guys over there. Yeah, they would have. They should have booed that file. You're 100% right. They should have booed that file. They all got to stay, but they all bounced anyway. It's the island, right? I'm Puerto Rican, so I could say that as well. It's the island. They were all kind of checked out most of that second half, anyways. That's what it is. Anyway, Sean, appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming out and for letting me know what's what's. Thanks for letting me know about the audio. We'll try to get that better next time. So I'm gonna go up to the post game. You have a good night if you don't come out. So appreciate you. Thanks for the sub as well.